Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Steve Lundquist Aquatic Center here in Jonesboro, Georgia. This is the Senior Spotlight edition for our swimmers, and I just wanted to have an opportunity to take a little time and thank our class of 2021 seniors. And they're doing just an outstanding job, and most importantly, I think it's important right now to really have that opportunity to spotlight these seniors. So before we start our final meet of 21 here in Clayton County, we got 4 teams doing it out. We want to have a little bit of time to bring in our seniors and have a chance to spotlight them and all their accomplishments here in their season. Thank you so much. Thanks again for joining us here on this senior spotlight here for Clayton County swim team class of 2021. First one up here is from Lovejoy. Been swimming for 1 year. Plans to join the Army. Congratulations. Next up, this gentleman right here. I'll be attending Point University on athletic scholarship. My major is graphic design. Oh, Chandler, she's got a long list of information, and I'll do my best to read it. I've been a swimmer since the age of 8. When I attended Lovejoy Middle my 7th grade year, I ended up joining the swim team. Now that I'm a senior, it was definitely an honor to be a part of the middle school swim team and also the high school swim team. Being a competitive swimmer through all of the years really taught me how to get through things even when times get hard, because in the long run it'll pay off. After I graduate, I plan to attend Albany State University, double major in chemistry and science and nursing. Elite scholars. I plan on going to Valdosta State College for nursing and become a pediatric nurse. Awesome. Also a graduate from Elite Scholars. Been swimming for 8 years competitively, 3 years for varsity swim team here at Elite. I plan to go to college, hopefully MIT, Carnegie Mellon, maybe Stanford or Georgia Tech, and major in computer science, artificial intelligence, electrical engineering. I want to pursue a PhD in one of those fields and perform some undergraduate research. In regards to swimming, I probably won't go varsity swim in college, but maybe I'll join the swim club. Our first and only Forest Park graduate. My future plans after high school is to join the United States Marine Corps, working in intelligence or reconnaissance. Our only Riverdale graduate. I plan to start saving up for college and get a place of my own. First Jonesboro graduate on the list. Attend college to major in political science. We always get those lengthy ones. I want to make sure I can read everything on it, so I'll bring this up. Once again, I'm Bo McMichael with Score 58 Network, spotlighting the seniors here before our last swim meet of the night. Here, 7 p.m. Water, time, future plans. I envision myself working hard in order to achieve my goal of becoming a pediatric dentist. Once I graduate high school, I'm hoping to begin by getting and accepted into college or university of my choice and continue to grow from there. The road to get where I want to be won't be easy, but with enough perseverance and self-assurance, I'm confident in my ability to achieve my goals. Heading over to the Mundy's Mill world. Mundy's Mill graduates right here, first one up. To attend a university. Caught me off guard there, Jacob. To attend a university that offers a program in film and audio, it is my hope that through this university I will be able to continue my passion in swimming also. Also a Mundy's Mill graduate, to attend a university to earn a degree in English. My plan is to become an English teacher abroad. And our last senior of the night, also from Mundy's Mill, to enroll in a technical college to pursue a case or care as a medic. Congratulations to all these seniors and working through this year 2021 class here in Clayton County. We have representations from Mundy's Mill, Elite Scholars Academy, Forest Park, Riverdale, Jonesboro, Lovejoy. Thank you once again. We'll get ready to have a little action here at the Steve Lundquist Aquatic Center. Sit back and enjoy. Thank you so much, class of 2021. All right, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready here to start off swim meet 2021, the last meet of the year here within Clayton County. Glad to have everybody with us. We got a 4-school matchup here tonight, rolling out Mount Zion, Mundy's Mill Elite Scholars, and Forest Park. Should be a great matchup here. There's a couple of changes already, but that's what happens when you have that list out there. I want to make sure everything's good to go. So glad everybody's sitting tight and enjoying. We'll have a chance to talk a little bit about the seniors as the night goes on. But please tune in with us. It's going to be a lot of fun here, and looking forward to it. Got a lot of history lessons here. Give a little state qualifying information, also individuals that qualified and had that record here in Clayton County still. So we'll turn up the music or turn up the background. I can see everything kind of getting started here. We got 3 camera angles for us. Nice up close and personal on the blocks, and a wide out camera that we see right here. And then we'll have 2 cameras that follow. One follows the whole pack, and the other one follows the lead. And sit back and enjoy. When we look at the walls right here, we got a combined first race up. It's going to be a combination boys 200 medley relay with the girls as well. It'll be a combo, 200 yards wise. So we'll see how that works out. And then looks like they're going to do a little combo here with a couple other things to speed things along a little bit. It's been a definitely interesting year in swimming. I've had a chance to have my first tiptoe in the water to experience it all. And next week we'll be live rolling out Atlanta Public Schools and dealing with diving starting on Tuesday. And Wednesday and Thursday we have qualifications on it. So it should be a lot of fun. And then on Saturday, we're heading up to Cherokee to do GAPS State Championship. Who knew that Score 58 would just jump in the water and get ready for some swim action here at the end of June, 1st of February. A lot of fun indeed. Once again, glad to have you with us. I'm Bo McMichael here with Score 58 Network. We're live here at the Steve Lundquist Aquatic Center in Jonesboro, Georgia. Hopefully, kind of just hanging out and relaxing, enjoying a nice night in America and the world. Feel free to leave us a little message out there. Thank you for joining us. Got a couple people watching us out in the old social media world. And that's always a nice thing. Once again, a shout out to all those seniors. We had a chance to recognize those seniors, and we'll have some little bit of time tonight between the 2 events. I'll roll those names through again. Especially, we have some elite scholars out here that'll be swimming tonight. We have 2 elite scholars. Earlier today, we had 3 Lovejoy seniors hit the water. Forest Park and Riverdale also representing Forest Park, especially tonight. Soul gentlemen. And we have a little bit of a Mundy's Mill action going on. Jonesboro was last week. So thank you so much for being a part of athletics here in Clayton County. I did strive for an underwater camera but the intelligence level in my brain did not work that far. So we'll get an overhead camera soon that will really be able to see all those lanes. There's 10 lanes out there, so I will hopefully be able to identify who's on what lane if possible. Based on reports from the Aquatic Center, we do not have elite scholars here yet. Hopefully they will be making an appearance, or everything gets in flux. A lot of these records throughout Clayton County have been held for a long time. If I go and look at the famous ones that we all know from Olympic sporting events that we all pay attention to, and look at the fast ones. You look at probably the longest, maybe this is when they started taking records. We got 1978 record book still in play, and that is the 100-yard butterfly. And we also have a 79 one as well. That individual is actually the name of this aquatic center. That's Steve Lundquist. Look him up. He's a graduate of Jonesboro High School. And it feels like the Brewers, Bobby and Karen. I just got a notification we're about to start the meet. Excitement is brewing. We'll figure out who the first one up and where we're at with it. It's always interesting to see based on notes and list and where we're at, to see who's on who first base wise. But the first meet will be the first event will be a combo. It'll have boys and girls both on it. One will have Monday's Mill boys, and another one will have the Elite Scholar. I actually have the Monday's Mill girls and the Elite Scholar boys, and the 200-yard medley relay. So we'll see how that plays out. And if I read my notes correctly. The length of the pull is 25 yards. So to complete, say, 50 yards, it is there and back. 100 yards is there, back, and so forth. You get the picture. Feeling like they're yelling out 200 boys freestyle. Well, we'll see when they hit the water, see if I can identify actually what's taking place. Once again, we're here at the Steve Lundquist Aquatic Center. Bo McMichael with Score 58 Network, live on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Events 1, 2 are canceled. Getting notes as we go. They're starting off with Event 3. That's boys 200 freestyle. It's going to be combined with the 200-yard IM. Appreciate the notes being sent to us. They're on top of it. I like it. Four links of the pool. They're back. Would be 100, so they're going to do a total of 8 for the 200. I'm tired even thinking about it at this point. 200-yard freestyle, state qualifying times 1:55. Clayton County records held from 1990. 30 years ago by Morrow High School, Nelson Camello. And we also have the 200-yard IM, individual medley. If I had some swimming knowledge, I know what the IM stands for, but we're going to work through this together. Both these individuals from Elite Scholar. Furthest away is where the freestyle is going to be taking place. Leo. Looks like the freestyle is a little bit closer to us in lane 5. We got the butterfly up top and the freestyle down bottom. As you can notice from the butterfly, they have to keep their legs together in the back. 2 laps in, down and back. We're at 50. We have 150 to go. Got the backstroke going on. This must be the IM up top in lane 3. Elite Scholars. Tell you one thing, if he hustles a little bit, I wish I had a clock. He was really close the last time to meet state qualifications. 2:12 in the IM. He was right at 2:36. We're on the breaststroke with the IM. Still got the freestyle up top or down bottom. Freestyle state qualifying time is right at 1:55. Last mark on Leo was 2:40. I have to see how close they are from the time perspective. But I will say this IM time, he is moving and going. We got the breaststroke in and then should end up with the freestyle. The flip and the turn they go. Let's see what happens. Yep. Great effort from up top on the 200-yard IM. Once again, this is a combined event. The one closest to us is under a 200-yard freestyle up top, and the yellow cap is under the IM portion. And he has finished. Great effort. We will not have a county championship next week. All qualifying times matter at this point over the past 2 weeks to see if they can make it to state. So as we move down the blocks here, we're now heading over, if I'm not mistaken, to the 50-yard freestyle. 50-yard freestyle has 4 boys competing. Should be a lot of fun. We have 2 individuals from Elite Scholar, 2 from Mundy's Mill. The Mundy's Mill Donovan is right at state qualifying times. The time is 23.5. He's at 23.93. And the Elite Scholar, Andres Bratley, in lane 5 will be 29.13, and he needs 23.5 to state qualify. Record Clayton County-wise is Steve Lundquist, 1979, 21.16. He was a moving. 5 is the lane furthest away. They're taking their marks. And here we go. Really want to look at lane 5 and lane 8. Those are the speedsters. And away they go. Right now, 8, Donovan from Mundy's Mill, looks like the one that's really hitting it. It's there and back, and that's it. State qualifying time is definitely in his records right now. I'd like to see what the time is when they finish and see him hit the marks here. He was so fast we couldn't see it, but he's pretty close in that meet. Great effort across the board there on all 4 members of this meet on this race itself. Pretty exciting. I do not have a stopwatch with me, so I'm not able to identify, but I tell you, Donovan, he was just literally gliding through the water. I don't think I could run that fast. Next up is the girls' 50-yard freestyle. We've got 5 lady swimmers. Forest Park being represented first time. Elite Scholars and Mundy's Mill as well. State qualifying time is 26 seconds. 0.5. Individual that holds that record is Emily from Jonesboro, 2005, roughly 16 years ago. The closest one to watch is lane 8, Mundy's Mill. She's at 31.87. That's her seed time of where she's at. I'd like to see probably lane 8 and 9 are both Mundy's Mill swimmers. They're the closest to our screen right now. And then we have 3 on the other end as Forest Park. And then we've got Elite Scholars in 5 and 7. We should see 8 take the lead, but 8 and 9 seem to be good competition for each other. And let's see how much they feed off of each other in this race. Hence why they're probably right next to each other to have that push. They're on their blocks, getting ready to go. True excitement is occurring here. Oh, had a false start. Oh, maybe they're combining it and didn't tell me. We'll see. Got freestyle across. I'm really paying attention to 8 and 9 right here. 9 finally comes out of the water. 8's pretty got the lead right now from Mundy's Mill. Rylan Cooper hits the back wall and away they go. Nine, 8 hits the wall. Boom. Would love to know the time on that. That's pretty exciting right there. 8 and 9 comes right in just like we called it. Next one up is Elite Scholars in lane 6, who is a senior, Anna. And then got 7 in and Park 3. Great effort across the board, ladies. Very exciting. Got some information from our athletic director here in Clayton County. Donovan Watts has already qualified for state in the 50 fly. That's the butterfly. And the 3-timers were there to get him time for state in the 50 free. Curiosity, I wonder if he got it. He was a moving. That's all I can say. He was a motor boat all by himself. Next up, 100-yard butterfly. We only have one person on that. Elite Scholars, we'll see if that actually is marked in. But the freestyle, we've got a full gambit of swimmers for the freestyle, 100-yard freestyle. That's 4 there and back, there and back. Once again, glad you could join us here. Score 58 Network. I'm Bo McMichael here with Clayton County Steve Lundquist Aquatic Center. Good times had by all. Really love that angle there on the blocks. Nice to see that. Always trying to stretch ourselves a little bit and see what we can do. Appreciate you all tuning in. One swimmer on there, so I'm going to go with the answer of the 100-yard butterfly, Kevin Fawn from Elite Scholars. State qualifying times 58 seconds. Steve Lundquist holds the Clayton County record at 51 seconds. And he's moving. I get tired of looking at this. It's great. My old rotator cuff's not working the way it should be. They hit the wall and back they go. Once again, with the butterfly, you have to keep those back legs together. Two more laps there and back. Great producing from Joey Bag of Donuts. Great job from Nate Robinson and DJ on the cameras. Trying to give you as much camera action as we can. Comes up for his final stretch. Last 25 yards. It's when you got to dig down and keep pushing. Can only imagine being by yourself with this. You're facing the clock. You're always facing the clock when it comes to swimming. And hits the wall. Great effort. All right. Next up, if I'm not mistaken, but I have been so many times before, we got the 100-yard freestyle. And when you look at the 100-yard freestyle, I mean, it's definitely interesting to say the least. Oh. See if we had a technical issues and see if we get something back here. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And just like that, we're back in. This is, that was a little scary. Had some good old-fashioned technical issues. This is the 100-yard freestyle. That's 4 rotations there and back, there and back. Closest to us right now in lane 9 is Mundy's Mill. Furthest away is Forest Park. They have 2 swimmers in it. So does Elite Scholar, and so does Mundy's Mill. Qualifying time's 52 seconds. All 6 swimmers have not been able to qualify yet for state. Record holder is Steve Lundquist, 1978, 46.14. Once again, sorry for that technical issues. Kind of wonder what happened. I'll check in with my crew on site. Forest Park comes in second and third. Looks like Mundy's Mill's wrapping it up as well. Could have been a scratch on Elite Scholars, but this was a 100-yard freestyle. Next up, 100-yard freestyle for the ladies. There are 2 heats in this. Heat 1 of 2 of the finals. We have our first Mount Zion Bulldog in play. Elite Scholars and Mundy's Mill. State qualifying times 58.5. Jonesboro, Emily, not going to try her last name if I had to. 2006, 53.12 was the break mark. Once again, this is heat 1 of 2. In the middle, we have Elite Scholars. On the furthest away is Mount Zion. Closest to us is Mundy's Mill. On the blocks, in the water we go. 100 yards, 4 total rotations, there and back, there and back. I tell you one thing, somebody that has not had any time yet from Mount Zion, and she is coasting through the water. It's all about the flip. She was able to get that, and there she goes. Will her stamina be there to be able to make it through the next 2 rotations? Number 2 in the flip goes. Push off. She is still leading the pack. Flip occurs there as well. They're pushing off the walls. That's always an interesting factor. Mount Zion-wise, I wonder what her time is, seeing if she's able to actually qualify here for state. If I was at the site, I'd yell at my cameraman, widen out. Mount Zion's going to come in. Miss Edwards, lane 4, great effort. Finishing up strong here for Elite Scholars and Monday's Mill. This is heat 1 of 2. See that we're having some technical issues. I'm going to take a look at those real quick, and I'll be right back. This is the second heat. All right. Lane 8, first qualifier, Monday's Mill. We had Elite Scholars, Mount Zion, and Forest Park, but I definitely want to see that time that we were looking at from that Mount Zion from that first heat. Next up is going to be a combined event, 500-yard freestyle between the boys and the girls. We have 2 Elite Scholars. Looks like we have a senior looking for her time. Qualifying times 5 minutes and 40 seconds. For the girls, 5 minutes and 20 seconds for the boys in this situation. Once again, this is the final swim meet of 2021 winter swimming here in Clayton County. Glad everybody could join us. We have 4 schools matching up. Sorry for the technical issues to begin with. Hey, but dream work makes the team work. Great job, everybody getting ourselves back up and running. Turn up some tunes here. Hear a little bit of music always helps. I'm glad everybody can join us here tonight. Probably too loud. Once again, like I said, we have a 500-yard freestyle. The record holder right now is, for the boys, Morrow High School, 1991, 4 minutes and 48 seconds. State qualifying's 5:20. Love to know how they played out here in their state qualifications. That's pretty awesome to think about that. From a girl's perspective, all the way back to 1979, we had Anna Kelly from Jonesboro. State qualifying's 5:40. Record hold in Clayton County is 5:15. Nice indeed. They're going to take the blocks here soon, and away they go. Once again, they're not racing against each other. They're racing against the clock at this point, trying to get state qualifying. For those mathematicians out there, if each side is 25, how many laps do they have to go? Wow, my brain's hurting at this point. I got the old calculator out, and they'll be here for a minute. 500 yards is 500 yards. 20 laps in the pool. And for those people that know swimming, they're putting the old blocks down there to help them understand how many more laps they got to be able to see that. Lane 4, we have Elite Scholars. He's about a minute off of state qualifying time. And lane 6, closest to us right now, is another Elite Scholar who is a senior here on senior night 2021. She's got the white cap on. Yellow cap is Elite Scholars as well. Hang with us. We got the 200-yard freestyle relay after this. It's going to be a combined event with girls and boys as well. Should be very interesting. Glad everybody could tune in live at the Steve Lundquist Aquatic Center. We appreciate Clayton County pushing through here during this time period. No fans, no problems. And they've been able to work it out and figure things out as we go, which is great. Here in Score 58 Network, we've been able to help out, stream the games. Things kind of had lessened, and so I said, hey, let's do a little bit of commentating. Right now, we're on the 500-yard freestyle. Two individuals are participating. A boy and a girl, both from Elite Scholars. White cap down bottom is class of 21. Throwing the numbers in the pool, letting them know how many laps they got. I myself would have just raised up and, could you just tell me? I need to take a break. Appreciate you tuning in and watching here. That bell means the last lap coming in. There and back. Got to push. Trying to make that time. He is really digging down deep right there. Be a total of 20 laps in the pool. Goodness, that's all I can say. If we get an opportunity to do this next year, we're definitely bringing the clock in. Unofficial time, of course. Our senior here from Elite Scholars got one more turn to go. There and back. She should be finished. Do appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Next up, 200-yard freestyle relay. It's going to be a combo event. Boys and girls competing. The girls will face off against Elite Scholars in Mundy's Mill. Where the boys is something to really watch. They are close to state qualifying times. We'll see how that plays out. Oh, based on the bell, a little bit more to go. Got some exciting news. Trying to make sure I read this correctly. We're going to add an event, 50-yard freestyle, to complete the swim meet. There'll be an event added at the very end. And we're finished with the 400. It's a long, we're talking 20 back and forth. Let's get ready for the 200-yard freestyle relay combined event up next. We do appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you so much here at the Steve Lundquist Aquatic Center. Steve Lundquist, a little history if you don't know it. He graduated from Jonesboro High School, late 70s. Last record's on there, it looks like 79. So my guess he's the class of 79. Several gold medals in the Olympics. Don't have that knowledge, didn't do the research. I'll fire my researcher. On the blocks we go. They're not wasting any time right now. Let's see what happens. Let's get things moving. This right here is the second event. This should be Donovan, based on what nodes I got. Donovan Watts going for the freestyle. Flip and turn. Pushes off. Nope, this is the relay. Not a smart man. This is just like we thought. It's only one team right now. Looks like the men are participating. Elite Scholars. It's a freestyle, 200-yard freestyle relay. I'm getting notes sent to me, so I got a little preoccupied. Apologize for that. Elite Scholars representing here. Very close to the records. In the pool we go. One more to go in the freestyle. Realistically, it's 100 yards or 50 yards for each swimmer. They always want to say the strongest swimmer is always baited last, based on my knowledge of the Olympics. Every 4 years, it could wane a little bit on my knowledge, but he is turning into that water. So you always want that last swimmer to be your fastest. They can catch everybody if you're moving a little bit behind. Appreciate everybody tuning in here tonight. Score 58 Network, live on multiple platforms. Needed to have a checkbox on, hey, I commentated swimming. Just like that, freestyle relay's over with. We'll add a clock next year, maybe even sooner rather than later. All right, looks like we're not doing, getting ready for the backstroke. We got 3 in the water, all the way up to lane 8. That's Donovan. Lane 6 and lane 5 all being occupied. Elite Scholars, Forest Park doesn't look like they have somebody on this manner. This is the 100-yard backstroke. State qualifying times 100. Keep in mind here, Donovan is 101. He is about a 1.62 away from making state qualifications. Donovan Watts is somebody to know right now. He is a swimming. And they're rooting him on, trying to push from the coaches. That last push-off right here coming in. Going to see the state. Are we going to be able to see that part? Don't know if he had enough. He's excited. Based on the clocks, we're pretty excited about that. Feel like that possibly is state qualifications right now based on the times from Donovan Watts out of Mundy's Mill. Great effort. Another event qualified for. He is definitely excited. Lane 8, lead stallers, Mr. Evans finishing it out here on the backstroke. And that ends the 100-yard backstroke. Congratulations, Donovan Watts, based on, feel like he got his opportunity. Cheering him on right there. State qualifications in the books. Bobby Brewer from Morrow High School, 1991, holds the record at 50 seconds, 50.89. Girls backstroke, a whole heap of ladies going to hit the water at this point. Lanes 1 through 9 could be occupied. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, and 9. Mount Zion, Mundy's Mill, Elite Scholars, and Forest Park. Let's see who's joining in. When they hit the pool, we'll have an idea. Just like that, there are scratches on this. We don't get an updated heat sheet. All right, we look like we got Forest Park, Mount Zion, Elite Scholars, and Mundy's Mill all involved. The one to watch is Mount Zion Edwards, lane 4. She is the second from the top, up top in the Forest Park. No clocks on her, but right now Edwards is trying to get qualified for state. State is 106. Last time she pulled in was 110. So she definitely has the capabilities of doing that. This is 100 yards. So that's 4 pushes. There and back, there and back. We've just knocked out 2. And Edwards is by herself. The flip we go, and the push off the wall. Keep our eyes out on that. Some individual swimmers know how to do the flip. Some of them do not. You can definitely tell the individuals that swim competitively. Last coming in. She'll bring it in on this part. She's the lead dog. Irony of that being a Mount Zion Bulldog. And touches the wall. And did she have enough to get herself to state? Next up after that, we'll be looking at the breaststroke boys. Coming towards the end of the events. Appreciate everybody tuning in and enjoying. Got some nice viewership action across the boards. Next up, we have the 100-yard breaststroke. 100-yard breaststroke. A couple informations about that. Andy Griffin from Morrow High School, 1993. Bopped in the Clayton County record, 0.94. State qualifying time, as you can see, is 0.07. We have a Forest Park senior throwing it out there from trying to make state qualifying time. He's the closest in the group. Not sure if he's there tonight. We'll see. He could be in lane 3. If you're noticing lane 3, I would say that that's him right there, based on my calculations. And that is the individual that we're really saying is probably the closest to making state at this point. Knowledge-wise, there's a certain amount of events. Right now, we're right around event number 19. We're coming towards an end. We do have a big event at the end. That's the 400-yard freestyle relay. Not sure if we're going to do that from a freestyle perspective. We'll see. Everything's always somewhat loosey-goosey. Mainly because I'm here in the studio while everybody else is on location. All right. So we got to figure out what took place here. Getting swimmers to their blocks. Do appreciate everybody tuning in here tonight. Last swim meet of 2001 here in Clayton County. I want to appreciate Kevin May and Justina Jackson reaching out to Score 58 Network, having us come and help. Since we have no fans, no problem, we'll stream for you. Been able to throw it out there to everybody here on www.score58network.com. Rolling basketball games, getting ready for baseball, soccer, and lacrosse. Looks like we got lane 3 and lane 8. Nope. Let's see if I got that correct. This is the breaststroke. It looks like a frog that's gone mad. 3 and 8. That's Jacob Copeland, a senior from Mundy's Mill, and Gary Spencer, senior from Forest Park. Both of them said, hey, we're swimming. We're seniors. We get this opportunity to do it again. Love to see Jacob give him a push. We'll see what happens here. Right now, Forest Park is really kind of having the lead, taking his time on that part. Hits and pushes. A reminder, this is the 100-yard breaststroke, so it's 4 times, there and back, and we're done. Lead dogs up top from Forest Park. Appreciate everybody tuning in here tonight. I'm Bo McMichael with Score 58 Network. Up top, lane 3, we've got Gary Spencer, Forest Park High School. State qualifying times 1:07. Once again, my company will grow enough that we can have a clock out there, but right now we're not. So we're going to hope that the unofficial time, we'll work on that for next go-around. Great effort. He was pushing the whole way. Congratulations, senior Jacob Copeland from Mundy's Mill as well. Always like that representation. All right, so with that in mind, we're heading over and kind of into the bottom part. 4 events remaining. Next one up, 100-yard breaststroke from the girls. Currently, we have 3 swimmers' capabilities. We'll see if they all are on there. Don't have an updated scratch sheet, so we'll see. We have Mundy's Mill. We have Mount Zion and Elite Scholars all representing. Closest we got to watch really is Mount Zion Anderson. She'll be in lane 3. That's up top. State qualifying times 1:15. She's sitting at 1:27. Tracy Collette from North Clayton High School, 1987, holds the Clayton County record at 108.93. Get an opportunity next Tuesday to do a diving event. Pretty stoked for that. Once again, this is the breaststroke, 100 yards, hitting the water. Here we go. Very, very surprised Monday's Mill-wise. I mean, they're close, 127 and 132. So they should be neck and neck most of the race. It'll probably come down to the last 25 yards for these two individuals facing off. Once again, lane 3 and lane 8. Monday's Mill, lane 8, bottom towards us. Up top, lane 3 is Mount Zion. Anderson. See who touches the wall first. It is close, ladies and gentlemen. We got one there and one back. We're going to see where the idea of the strength and the stamina and the conditioning kicks in. But, I mean, if we were to draw a line in the sand here or the water, depending on what you're looking at, we are close here for the last 25 yards. Hopefully our camera people will notice that and not worry about the back until the end. Let's get this photo finish going on here. The breaststroke finals here in Clayton County between Mount Zion and Monday's Mill. And it's going to be close. Very close. I'm going to go ahead and give it to Mount Zion. But great effort for both ladies. Elite Scholars finishing out here with Brown. Great effort on her end. Very excited. Good race. Good form from both ladies, Anderson and Cooper. The irony in that is Anderson Cooper. Just saying. All right. So next up, 400-yard freestyle relay. Should be a combined event for both boys and girls if that's what they choose to do. And if they do that, that means we have one more event after this. But let's talk a little bit about the 400 freestyle relay. For those individuals who want to know how many laps that's going to be, meaning there and back and there and back, it's going to be a total of 16 laps. That means total 8 pushes across, meaning there and back's 1, there and back's 2. A lot of tiredness right here. State qualifying for the boys is 3 minutes and 44 seconds. Elite Scholars are sitting at 4 minutes and 44. For the girls, it's 4 minutes and 12. And if they do a boys and girls setup, it's 7 minutes. Pretty interesting. North Clayton High School in 89 and 87 hold the mark. It looks like the ladies will not compete in this freestyle. Looks like it's just going to be the boys from Elite Scholar. And they're in. And away they go. They're racing against a time at this point. They want to get their best time to see if they can qualify for state and get inside and get that opportunity to compete in states. There will be no county meet next week to find out who the number 1 swimmers are in the county. They went ahead and nixed that just based on logistics, to be honest with you. And that's sometimes hard to deal with sometimes. But definitely understand that. Do appreciate everybody tuning in. We do have one more meet. One more race after this. It's going to be Donovan Watts. And he's going to compete in the 50 freestyle. Earlier we were able to see him, if I'm not mistaken, in the butterfly. But don't hold me to that. Everything blends in together sometimes. Definitely don't think it was the butterfly. Each will get 4 total laps there and back before the next individual takes over. In this situation, you definitely want to have your strong swimmers in the middle and your fastest one at the end. That first one is okay if they can get a head start within the time. Off the blocks we go. Out of the pool for the first swimmer, into the pool for the second. It's definitely getting me pumped for the Summer Olympics. We'll have one more. I just got information that the last race has been canceled, so there's not going to be anything else after this. But before we get out of here, and when we finish this relay, we will acknowledge all class of 21 seniors and give a little bit of update. We appreciate everybody tuning in. If you liked it, leave us a comment. Always subscribe, follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, like our pages. But most importantly, hey, support your local athletics. That's always a plus. We'll be live next week as well. Always check our website out, score58network.com. I'm Bo McMichael. Doing a lot of things here in this crazy world that we're living in right now. Got baseball, soccer, and lacrosse kicking up, so that's always entertaining. So make sure that you tune in if you're interested in watching a little bit of high school sports. We get our hands deep into semi-pro and to college, and professional will be starting up here soon in May. Women's National Football Conference. Be a lot of fun indeed. Once again, thank you for all seniors here on senior night here in Clayton County Athletics. Last swimmer about to hit the water. And there he goes. Be wrapping up the 2021 swimming season here in Clayton County. Steve Lundquist Aquatic Center, Jonesboro, Georgia, right next to City Hall, across the street from it. Parents, thank you for all your support. Athletic directors, teachers, swimmers, and students. Bringing in the home stretch right now. And that concludes the 2021 swim meet. We appreciate everybody tuning in. And wonderful experience. We appreciate the opportunity, Clayton County, for always allowing us to send things out and get that information. But thank you so much for tuning in tonight. As we venture off a little bit, we will have an opportunity to spotlight our seniors. I'll keep an eye on to make sure I am correct that there are no more swimmers. But while we do that, I want to have an opportunity to say thank you to these seniors, class of 2021. Out of Mundy's Mill. Out of Jonesboro High School. Out of Riverdale High School. Out of Forest Park High School. Elite Scholars Academy, the Royal Knights. and the Wildcats of Lovejoy down in Hampton, Georgia. Thank you for continuing to push and be the best you can be across the boards. Great job, seniors. Class of 2021. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, be safe out there in this crazy world. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. We'll see you soon. Check us out. Take care.